Good morning. Good morning. I'm still wiping the sleepy man out of my eyes because I just woke up a little while ago. But happy Saturday. It's May 3rd already. And we're playing the puzzles on a beautiful Saturday morning. I've already taken the dog out. Already kissed my wife and said good morning. And we're honestly being really lazy today. Only one of my kids is awake. Everyone else is sleeping because I don't know, we're just taking it easy today. No reason to set an alarm today, right? So I'm just going when I go, and that's all right. Okay, well, nothing to report from yesterday to today. I ran some errands. I got to be with my kids. We made food. I worked on a video project. I've got a couple of big video projects right now that I'm editing. One giant photo project and then two pretty decent size, actually three, I take that back, three decent sized video projects, one of which I will finish today, the other I might start today. Yeah, anyway, it's good to be with you, just to kind of take this time. We'll do puzzles together. So let's do it. Let's dive in. Connections. All right, we are looking at, whoops, not that. I hit the wrong button. One wrong button and it went kablooey. Okay, we're looking at smoke, shell, fire, milk, cream, comp, hell, lit, sick, lick, paste, netty, orgo, what? Ill, well, and dope. Oh my gosh, these are all over the place. Fire, milk. Netty, like a neti pot? What's orgo? What does that mean? Like ergo? That I don't know. Ill, well, hell, and shell at least have a double L in them. I honestly don't even know. I don't even know. Get my chat going there. Smoke, shell, fire, milk. So there's milk and cream. There's sick, ill. If something's lit, it's sick. It's fire. Kids these days use that word, fire. It's dope. Maybe. Please tell me this is one of them. Yeah, it is. Awesome. You might say something is dope or that's fire. Oh my gosh, that one makes me sick to my stomach. I hear that one all day, every day. That's fire, Miller. Thanks. It's lit. Oh, bet, Miller. Got all these ridiculous phrases. They're changing the English language lately. Okay, so smoke from a fire. Lick. What the heck does orgo mean? What is that even? Shell. Maybe my brain is not turned off right now, or maybe my brain is not turned on. Can you hear it? My brain. Oh my gosh. Oh, maybe we need to go back to bed before I do this puzzle because it is not making sense right now. Well, someone is ill or well. Orgo. That one's just throwing me off. What does that even mean? Orgo. The only reason I've ever heard of neti is like neti pot. Like if someone has a stuffy nose, they can like irrigate their nose with it. I'm going to shuffle them. Let's take a look again. Okay, paste. I thought I had something. Like paste, you would like paste a sticker onto something or lick a stamp. But maybe I'm making that up. To comp is to kind of like to vamp, to play a loop. Or comp is like to get something for free because it's complimentary. Comp. It's ill-fated. It's illogical. These feel like prefixes to words. Neti something or orgo. Or ill. Maybe comp. Let's take a stab, I guess. No. Oh, but it is one away. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay, let's remember that. Maybe I am onto something here. It's like a prefix to a word. Net. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Org, like .org, .net, .com. Okay, and then What? Oh gosh, I thought I had it. SMO.SHE.net, .org, .com. What's another? .gov. .HEL. .SHE. .MIL. CRE. SMO. These aren't. There's .gov. .co. Is there just CO? .we. I'm taking stabs. I don't know. Let's remember those three. Net, org, ill, and comp. But I think this is the one that we don't use. Oh, man. Smoke. It's not speaking to me. It's not speaking to me today. All right, I shuffled again. I got paste in the top again. Paste. Comp, org. So these ones, .com, .org. I see those. .net. I just don't see what the next one is. Okay, milk. I feel like milk and cream go together. But what else? shell, like pasta shells, or seashell, sea smoke. Well, yeah, I see that too, but is that just throwing it away? I'm afraid that I'm just wasting a guess. Should we try it? I mean, maybe we do waste a guess. Oh, will contractions without the apostrophe. Heel, aisle, shield, wheel. Okay. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I looked at it and I was like, just because they have L's at the end, that doesn't make sense. But to see the answer, the will contractions without the apostrophe, that actually makes sense. I'll buy that. I can buy that. That did cross my mind, honestly. I'm just having a hard time with the rest of it, right? I've got like org, like .org, net, .net, and then .com. .pa, .smo, .cre. I've never heard of any of these. It said when I guessed ill, net, org, and com, I was one away. So, I mean, at this point, I'd just be taking random stabs. Or let's think of what the opposite might be. I see, like, milk, paste. I feel like milk and cream go together. Maybe smoke and paste. Do we guess it? So that would mean that .lic is. I'm gonna throw that one out there. What if we do the opposite there? .com, .org, .net, and .lic? No, it's still one away. Shoot. I'm just guessing at this point. Crap. I don't know. I legitimately don't know. Oh my gosh. What's .mil? I've never heard of that. I almost guessed cream. I don't know why. CRE. Total guess. Defeat soundly. Huh? To defeat soundly. To cream someone. To lick someone. To paste them? And to smoke. I've heard that. You know, oh man, you smoked them. But paste? Okay. You know that I don't mind looking it up after the puzzle. Not during, but after the puzzle. I don't mind looking it up. How about .mil domain. Oh, for the Department of Defense. Well, I have nothing to do with defense, and so I never used .mil apparently. Dude, we almost did not make it through this one. This was legitimately a very tough puzzle. All right, the one that I did know all 4 words. Awesome. That's dope. Fire. That's fire. Yeah, man, that's fire. Lit. Sick. These all belong to different generations. Sick. Yo, man, it's like a 90s surfer. Sick, dude. Dope. I don't know who would have said dope. Probably millennials when they were teenagers. And then something's lit. That sounds like a late millennial, Gen Z. Fire. That's absolutely Gen Alpha. I hear that all day. Oh, bet, Miller. all day. Will contractions without the apostrophe. Literally, all I saw there was that all four of those had LL in them, and I was like, oh, that's just a coincidence. No, it's actually the puzzle. Will contractions like heel, aisle, shield, and well. Wheel. We apostrophe L. There you go. URL endings plus a letter. .com, .mil apparently for milk. .mil like military. .net, .org. I saw those three. I saw .com, .net, and .org, and I'm like, oh yeah, of course. But it wasn't speaking to me, this other one. .mil. That's military. It's Department of Defense websites. And then defeat soundly, to cream, to lick, to paste someone, or to smoke someone. To paste someone, to strike hard at someone. Literally the pasting of someone, implying physical beating or forceful attack. To beat them to a paste, maybe? I don't know. That's a new one for me. You know, one of the things I love about doing these puzzles is you really do learn new things every day. And that is something that I never heard of. So there it is. Okay. So let me fix this. I started putting an ad on the top, so it doesn't quite line up. Grainer of Shark Tank. I don't watch Shark Tank. I've seen a couple episodes of Shark Tank. My kids have watched like every episode of Shark Tank, so I think probably they would know, but I don't. Not making a sound. Oh, and an anagram. See the one behind my head there. Appropriate anagram of 5 across. Not making a sound. Keeping quiet. I don't know. We'll come back. Super stoked. Maybe excited. That fits. Convince. Convenience hidden in gel. Get that money. Oh my gosh. Convenience hidden in get that money. Why? I don't understand. Indivisible. Maybe 1. 8th planet from the sun. Oh, I forget the acronym to figure out the planets. I keep thinking of Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally, but that's not it. I don't remember. I think it's Mercury. Maybe. Oh, you're right. Maybe 5 across could be not making a sound silent. There's my stupid keyboard. My keyboard doubles letters sometimes and skips letters sometimes. So if I type an E, I might get an E, or I might get no E, or I might get a double E. It drives me absolutely bonkers. Sipped on slowly. Like just drank, but slowly. I don't know. We'll come back. Mystic with a vision. Maybe a seer. Let's see if that fits. Appropriate anagram. Okay, so maybe this one is wrong. Because it has to be an anagram of this. And if this is silent, then this does not have an X in it. Mount. Oh, yeah, this is definitely wrong. Because... And this one is wrong as well. Because I know this one very well. Mount where Zeus and Hera reign. That is Olympus. Mount Olympus. Blank league. Amateur sports organization. Maybe rec league. Using staff rather than outside contractors. Isn't that like on book or something? I forget. Extend across, to span. Oh, yeah, okay, so then this one is Neptune. Isn't there an acronym to remember all the different names of the planets? I just forget what the acronym is, which doesn't help. Sipped on slowly. Let's finish these down ones, see if anything comes out. Using staff rather than outside contract. I don't know. $10 bill. A tenner. Did you see that? This is what I'm talking about. When I hit the E, it does a double E, so it registered both E's at the same time. Well, lucky for me, it was actually tenner. Homeowner's document is a deed. Could have doubled that too. 3 in Italy. Maybe tre? No, that's French. Tre. Greener. Is that lorry? I don't know. I need an L from that anagram down below. I'm going to take a... Oh, yeah, that does make sense. Because look, using staff rather than outside contractors. In-house. In-house. Okay, super stoked. Psyched. Convenience hidden in get that money. I don't understand what you mean there. Still don't understand it. Sipped on slowly. I also don't know. Okay, so NT. Okay, so this is probably ATM because convenience hidden in get that money. I mean, the letters are in that phrase, ATM, get that money. And then this would be nursed. All right, some of those weren't really speaking to me. The puzzles just aren't like... the puzzles aren't speaking to me today. Maybe it's just because I just woke up, and they do that to you if you're not, expertly awake right at that moment. I don't watch Shark Tank, so this one was tough. Lori Greener, is that the lady that is one of the sharks? I've seen a couple episodes. I couldn't tell you. Even I know Mark Cuban. That's about all I know. Not making a sound. Silent, which is an anagram, conveniently, for listen. I didn't even notice that silent and listen are anagrams of each other. Super stoked. Psyched. Convenience hidden in get that money. ATM. Oh, it is hidden there. Look, in that and money, the M from money. ATM. Clever. Indivisible, 1. 8th planet from the sun. I don't remember what the acronym is. Here, wait, let's see if we can remember what the acronym was. Or, okay. My very educated mother just served us 9 nachos, huh? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Mnemonics. These are mnemonics. What was the one we used as a kid? So if you include Pluto, people used to use my very easy method just speeds up naming planets. Because P at the end, right, for Pluto. Huh. Yeah, Neptune. I didn't remember. I'm sorry. Bill Nye the Science Guy, you failed me. Or I failed you. Either way. Sipped on slowly. Nursed. Oh, like if you nurse a bottle, right? Like drinking or something, you just sip on it slowly. I have heard that. Mystic with a vision, a seer. Appropriate anagram of 5 across. 5 across was silent, so mix around the letters for an anagram. You have listen. That is actually really convenient that those two words are anagrams of each other. Mount Olympus, where Zeus and Hera reigned. Rec League, amateur sports organization, Rec League. Using staff rather than outside contractors, something in-house. Extend across, to span. A $10 bill you might refer to as a tenner. A 1 or a 2, you say a loony or a toonie. Some people do. A homeowner's document says that you own the house. It's a deed. And then I for 3. That's tre in Italy. Italiano. Nice. All right. So you guys know my hang up about the Wordle, right? If you've done the Wordle, keep it to yourself. I won't be looking at the chat just in case. Somebody tried to blurt out the answer last time, and luckily I was not looking at the chat, so don't tell me the answer. I want to just kind of productively struggle through it. So my strategy for the Wordle is to come up with 3 words that don't use any of the same letters. I call them non-intersecting words. And there are hundreds of them, right? These combinations of words. And yesterday I started with the word ghoul to get rid of the O and the U, and literally, I took a screenshot of it. Literally, every single one of them was, or not every single one of them, but like every time I guessed, it was all greens. It was all greens. I got so lucky yesterday. The first guess, ghoul, I think gave me 2 letters, and then the next guess gave me the last letter, and then, from there it just sort of snowballed. Okay, so what if we guessed? About drain. Okay, there's an A in the puzzle. What if we guess? Oh, I can't say flope. No, that's not a word. How about... Oh my gosh, my spelling this morning. I need to go to bed. Maybe I'll just take a nap early in the morning. How about globe? Okay, and then a word that doesn't use any of those. I call them non-intersecting words. Is this the best way? I don't know. I have no idea. How about... There's a word. T-H-U-M-P. Thump. Okay, so there's a P somewhere, there's a T somewhere, and there's an A somewhere. And the rest of them have to be letters I haven't guessed yet. This is the power of my strategy. It's very efficient because I'm not using any of those previous letters. All I'm left with are the, 11 that are left. So there's a T somewhere. It does not, oh my gosh, typing. It does not go at the beginning though, so maybe it's a P word. What else haven't we guessed? P-A, oh, we haven't guessed an S yet. Oh wait, but that's a word. We could see if that's it. Now that I've guessed my 3, I'm allowed to guess words now. Let's see if it... Okay, we're on to something. It is a P-A, and we have all 5 letters. We just have to reverse those ones. Patsy? Patsy. Like Patsy Sue? Cool. Nice. Nice. Well, we got it on the 5th. Lately, I don't know. Maybe I'm just... My mind is not on, but lately I have been... getting it on the 5th instead of the 4th. Majority of the time I get it on the 4th, right? It's really good. But today I got it on the 5th, and quite a few times lately I've got it on the 5th. I've got it every time. My strategy is very sound. It works. But, yeah, it worked. Cool. So I started with the word drain, and then I came with 2 other non-intersecting words that don't use any of those previous letters. So drain gave us the A. Globe was no help at all. But, I mean, process of elimination, it gets rid of something. And then thump, a word that doesn't use any of those letters. And we're left with a T and a P somewhere and an A somewhere. So I'm rearranging letters in my head. I'm thinking like paste, but I already used the E, and it's not in there. So I tried pasty with a Y. And it did say that there was a Y. And we had all 5 letters. And so P-A blank blank Y. And the only thing I could do is invert those letters. Crazy. Crazy. Okay, so Strands. If you've never played Strands before, think of it like a word search, except you don't know what the answers are, and they don't go left and right, up and down. They can snake around in any direction. Like they can make a little box or, make a shape or something. And also the theme, looking for the theme, all these words revolve around whatever the theme is. And the theme is pretty loose, right? It's like up to interpretation. It's a, sometimes a little jokey gimmick or something. It's tricky. It's really tricky until you fully start to uncover the true meaning of what the theme actually means. So like say ah, these are maybe words with ah in them. This is maybe things having to do with visiting the dentist, right? So like maybe these are dentist words. So look around and see if you can find some words. Off the top of the bat, I see Doge. Good heavens, Doge. Oh, and it's a dictionary word. Is it really? Oh boy. I wonder. Say ah makes me think of these are dentist words, right? Like cavity or something. I like looking in corners first, right? There's like a T-H-E-R. Scope. That's a doctor word, scope. Man, oh man. If you guys see any words, shout them out in the chat. I love playing this one together with you. Nothing's really speaking to me right now. Say ah makes me think of like mouth care, right? Brushing your teeth. I feel like that's the beginning of tooth, but it's not. T. And if we guess enough words that are words but not words in the puzzle, then we earn a hint. We haven't earned the hint yet. I don't usually use the hint, but today the puzzles are just not speaking to me. Saturday morning. That's strange. There's a Z. Let me see. Katsu. That's not a word in English, though. Oh, maybe gauze. Oh, okay, gauze. There's one. So there are some words hiding somewhere. See, oh my gosh. There has to be. Maybe this is the spangram. Doctor, T-O-R. Doctor's kit. Doctor's kit. Yes. That's the spangram. So there's one word or one phrase that kind of like links it all together. The true meaning of the theme. Okay, so that was 2 of 6. So there are 4 left. I'm thinking maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Or maybe there's 2 over here and 2 long ones over here. Thermometer. Okay, what else is in a doctor's kit? Oh, how do you spell that? Scope. Stethoscope. There we go. All right, so then there are 2 over here somewhere. Maybe tape. And syringe. There it is. Okay. Yeah, we didn't even use the hint. We could have used the hint. We had a hint to use, but we used 0 hints on that one. Pretty cool. Okay, so say ah. Doesn't that sound like a dentist thing? Not a doctor's thing? I mean, these are all doctor things, right? Doctor's kit. Things you would find in a doctor's kit. But stethoscope, thermometer, gauze, tape. Tape and gauze are kind of related, aren't they? And then syringe in a doctor's kit. Now, I mean, the theme kind of led me off, right? It's a little bit led astray. I thought say ah would have something to do with being a dentist, not a doctor. But I guess that they say ah and they put like a tongue depressor on your mouth, right? And they check down your throat, not necessarily your teeth. So maybe they are actually correct on that one. Okay, and then we'll play the letterboxed. Letterboxed always looks funny until I fix the orientation. There we go. Now we can actually see our letters. All right, if you've never played letterboxed before, it is essentially using up these 12 letters in 5 words. Or sometimes you have to do it in 4 words. Or you have to do it in 6 words or whatever. So with letterbox, we're just going to dive in. I think 5 is kind of the typical. All right, we've got a B, F, and D, U, R, A, O, T, Y, C, L, and P. Yeah. So there's no S in this one. There's no E in this one. Okay, we're in for a treat, guys, if there's no E. What about... Nope, I already spelled it wrong. F, A, C, T, O. Oh, I can't do T, O. Shoot. I was going to say factory. Oh, am I spelling it wrong? Fallacy. What are letters that could go together? We could do FR, BR, PR. Can't do PL, FL. Float. There's no E. There's no I either. Okay. Okay. Well, if you see something, shout it out. Solve it in 5 words, and we can do like DR words. Or we can do... Oh, there's a good word. Probably. Probably. And then what's left? We got F, U, I'm going to write that word down. I keep a little sticky notepad over here just in case for this exact moment. Probably. And if we can end on a P, that would be great. I should have also written down the letters that are left. Where did it go? Okay, so what's left is the C, the D, the U, the T, and the F. Okay. All the words I'm thinking of, like truffle or cuddle, have double letters in them, and you can't double any letters. If I could end it on a P, that's even better. Because then I can play it as a first word. Can't play like flower because O-U-R, you are on the same side. Can't do like Draco. I think Draco is a word. R-A. Can't do R-A on the same side. Okay, I already wrote down probably, so I'm just going to drain the swamp here. We'll just hit restart. Wait, I had something. Hold on. What was it? Oh, yeah. So we could play... See, the problem is all these ly words. I don't know how to how to fix one if it ends in a y. Yap. I love, so, you know, on the other puzzle it was saying how kids will say that things are fire. Oh, bet, Miller. Yeah, that's what they say. They say bet. And and one of the other ones that they say are, you know, if someone's talking too much, they're yapping. So if someone is talking too much in my class, I will use that one against them. I will say, wow, I thought we were teaching photography. I didn't know you thought this was a Japanese class. And they just bust up laughing. It's so funny. Let's see. We've got... So we got that word from before, probably. But now we're back on the Y again, which is not the best. Can't do craft. Could do croft. Let me write down these words. So yap and proudly, and that leaves us with an F a C, and a T. Okay. Right, I'm going to drain the swamp again. How about, can't do craft. Could I do croft? Croft is a word. Okay. So then T could lead us to C. Oh, so I just need to get back to the P so we can play these other three words. Okay, so how about just tap? Tap will get us over to the P, and then we play probably. There we go. And then what was the word? Oh, I have to get back over to the P again. So yap. Shut your yap. And then how about just proud? P-R-O-U-D. Okay, we sort of reverse engineered that puzzle, but we made it work, didn't we? Yeah, we did it within the 5 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We used all 5. And that's okay. What was yesterday's puzzle? Let's see what yesterday had to offer. Francophone and exit. So I don't think I used the word exit, but I definitely did not use the word francophone. Good night. They come up with these just like ridiculous, like AI generated. No, they're real words, but I'm sure like a bot plays the game to figure out what the most efficient puzzle would be. And that was not how I did it. I think we did it in 1 less than they asked, right? You had to do it in 5, and then I did it in 4, or you had to do it in 4, I did it in 3. I don't remember. But it was 1 less, I remember that. So today's puzzle, croft, the T led us to tap, the P led us to probably, which really these are kind of connecting words, right? Tap and yap. How do we get back over to the P so I could play probably and proud? And we did okay. All right, if you're just joining us, let's recap. All right, today's connections puzzle was awesome. Dope, fire, lit, and sick. Okay, and then the blue I saw before. I kind of discredited it. I was like, well, all of these have LL in them. I bet it's not even a thing, right? I don't want to waste a guess, but guess what? It was. That's exactly what it was. Wheel, right? So will, so something will, contractions without the apostrophe. So heel, aisle, shield, and wheel. Every time I type when I'm texting and I try to say well, it always autocorrects to wheel, and I'm like, stop it. Or every time I say, what's the other one? Were, like past tense were, and it autocorrects to we're, and I'm like, stop that right now. Dang autocorrect, gets you every time. URL endings, I saw 3 of them early in the puzzle, but some of these just were not speaking to me. I saw comp for .com, net for .net, right? Netty, like a neti pot. And then orgo. What is orgo? I was going to look that one up. What does orgo? O-R-G-O definition. Simply put, an informal shorthand term for organic chemistry. You study orgo. I've never heard that. And then the one that I didn't know was milk for mill. Apparently all the U.S. Department of Defense websites are in .mil websites. That's a new one for me. Never heard of that one. And then the green one, maybe I should have seen this one earlier. I don't know. But the word that threw me off was paste. To defeat soundly. To cream, to lick, to paste, and to smoke. Oh, man, you smoked them. You smoked that puzzle. Okay, let's see, the mini crossword. 1 across, Grainer, I don't know, Grainer of Shark Tank, Lori Grainer. I don't watch Shark Tank. I have actually only watched a couple full episodes of Shark Tank. Yeah, I don't know. My kids have watched it, but I haven't watched it. Not making a sound, silent. And then related to it, you can see behind my head there, appropriate anagram of 5 across is listen. If you're listening, you're silent. That's pretty smart. I could see that on some teacher's wall. Silent, listen. Maybe I'll put it on my wall. Silent and listen. Super stoked. If you're super stoked, you might be psyched about something. Convenience, hidden in get that money. And if you look real close, ATM. ATM. Indivisible, one. And justice for all. 8th planet from the sun. I already forgot the mnemonic device to remember which one, what order they're in. Something about memorizing planets. It's very meta. But the 8th planet from the sun is Neptune, right near Saturn and Uranus. Sipped on slowly, say. You nursed. Like you just slowly drank from a bottle, maybe? I don't know. Mystic with a vision, a seer. I always love those words at the end of a puzzle where they have lots of ending letters. Very often words will end with an S or an R or an E. So a word like seer feels like an ending word. The anagram of silent is listen. That's very clever. Very clever. The mount where Zeus and Hera reigned, Olympus. Mount Olympus. Beautiful. Rec League, amateur sports organization. Using staff rather than outside contractors. You do it in-house. Extend across to span. And then a $10 bill informally, a tenner. A homeowner's document, a deed. And then 3 in Italy is tre. There you go. Cool. By the way, if you like what you see today, give it a like. Consider subscribing. I do this every day. And so if you subscribe, it'll come up right in your feed every time I'm about to go live. And you can catch the latest on all the puzzles, which is cool. Okay. Let's see. Drain. So my strategy with the Wordle is to come up with 3 words that don't intersect each other. They don't use the same letters. And some people have go-to words they always use. I don't. I just always come up with something new every time. I don't know. It's just my strategy. And there's hundreds of those combinations, right? You think, oh, well, there's not very many of those. I every single day I come up with a new one. Every single day. I don't have a go-to combination of letters. I just come up with them as I see them. Hey. Utkarsh. Utkarsh? Did I say that right? Utkarsh. Very cool. Well, welcome. Yeah, I tried drain with an A, and then globe, a non-intersecting word, doesn't use any of those first letters, and then thump, T and P and A somewhere, so I'm rearranging letters and in my head, and I'm coming up with pasty, because I can't use paste, right, with an E on the end. So then I thought, okay, well, paste, and then it was all 5 letters right there, right? P-A, and then a Y at the end, and then the S and the T just needed to be reversed to Patsy. Right? Patsy, like Patsy Sue. It's cute. Very cool. Okay, and then I need to push that button so you can actually see the puzzle. That would help, huh? They've put this bar on the top so it kind of cuts it off just a little bit. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. All right, today's theme, say ah. I thought it was all dentist stuff, but really a doctor is the one that would say that to check down your throat. And so you see right down the middle right there, doctor's kit. What's in a doctor's kit? You might see a stethoscope. You might see a thermometer, gauze, tape, and a syringe. Syringe. Cool. Yeah, that one was easy once we uncovered what the true meaning of the puzzle was. I didn't know exactly what it was going for until I realized it wasn't about being about a dentist. It was about being a doctor. Okay, and then we finished off today with letterboxed. Letterboxed, you had to do it in 5 words today, and we did it in 5 words. So we went from croft, and then T, tap, and I needed to get over to the P for these words that I wrote down. If you find out a really good word, there is no harm in just writing it all down, right? So Awesome. Hey, Rumo, how you doing? Welcome. We're just we're just polishing this one off. We just reviewed. I love to recap at the end. Croft, tap, probably, yap, and then proudly. Well, if you like what you saw today, consider giving it a like. We do this every day. This is kind of a fun thing that I just love to do. I do it right after school. So usually early afternoon for me. I know some of you guys are watching at 2 in the morning and all that, but yeah, I'm doing fantastic actually. It's a good Saturday. We're gonna just get some projects done, have some fun. It's all around a good day. So yeah, thank you. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing. I do this every day. We do a daily live stream, either in the morning if it's right on a Saturday or Sunday, and then during the week I play just right when I get home from work. So yeah, early afternoon for me. I know some of you guys are watching all hours of the day. For some of you, I mean theoretically some of you, it's already Sunday if I caught you at the correct time in our loop, in our time zones. But yeah, anyway, you guys are awesome. Thanks for a great stream. Thanks for all the interaction. Thanks for helping me work through some of these things. For example, I had no idea that MIL was the military. That's a new one for me. The will contractions, right? Heel, shield, aisle, and wheel. Whether or not you decide to autocorrect it there. Is 9:30 p.m. Okay, now I have to know 9:30 p.m. on a Saturday or on a Sunday, right? Some people have already gone through their entire day already. I know that. Am I a teacher? Yes, I am a teacher. I teach photography, video, and TV broadcast. So if you ever watch something live on television and it cuts back and forth between camera angles, I teach kids how to do that. Right? How to read from the teleprompter, how to create news stories for a news show, that kind of thing. And we also, on a Saturday, good. And we also create live streams of anything happening at the school. So if there's a live stream or if there's a basketball game, we live stream the basketball game. If there's a American football game, we live stream the American football game. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's really fun. And I teach photography, how to use a camera. We use Photoshop. We use Lightroom. I am classically trained in both of those. And Premiere Pro for video editing. It's just really cool. Actually, no, good call. Some time zones are halves apart from each other. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Just strange how time works here. It is almost top of the hour. We just passed the top of the hour where I am. So okay, yeah, the mini crossword was fun. A couple of funny ones that I had to come back to now that I've had some of the down answers, and then I had to go back to the across and figured them out. Let's see, this one was cute. Patsy. Okay, and then the strands, right? We were having fun doing strands. Doctor, right? All doctor related things in a doctor's bag. There'd be gauze, tape, syringe, stethoscope, and a thermometer. And then we left off right there on Letterboxd. Again, if you liked what you saw, give it a like. And we do this every day, so consider subscribing, and it will show up in your feed right when I go live. And I am having fun, so I'm glad you guys are having fun too. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.